What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? One Eye Bri back from the PT channel to talk about Fear the Walking Dead and the big news from Season 4, Episode 8, the mid-season finale. If you don't know what we're talking about, stop watching now if you don't want to know. Spoiler warning as we're going to discuss it. And what is it? Is it true? Is it true about Madison? That Madison is gone? And people aren't sure because we didn't see her demise and her actual death on the show. We'll talk about that and much more in this video, but if you're new to the channel, become a member of our Walking Dead family for The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead content. It's easy, just hit that subscribe button. Now, Madison is definitely the main character of Fear the Walking Dead. It was between her and Nick, in my eyes, who was the main character, but Madison kind of solidified a main character status. If you know this channel, you know that I didn't really like the character much because of the lack of emotion and just some questionable decisions and the way they did it. But is she gone from the show? I believe so. Now, in the comicbook.com article, Kim Dickens basically said this on The Talking Dead and maybe a couple other interviews. She said, well, I went in about a month before we started production on Season 4. I went in and talked to the producers and showrunners about how the season was going to work. And they sort of broke it to me that they had their storyline. And the vision was for Madison to meet her demise in the mid-season finale, Dickens said. So I knew about a month before going into production. Which has got to be pretty tough to know that your character would be killed off this half of a season. Madison and Alicia were the only two characters left from the first season. Well, Nick was still there but died in episode 3. Daniel in the back is rumored to be alive still. We haven't seen him. Maybe it's just a rumor or not. But Madison is going to be no more on the show. We won't see her at all in the second half of Season 4 or the series. So what do you think of that? Madison, to me, wasn't the best character on the show. The show had some ups and downs, more downs than ups for me, but we'll see what happens in the second half of Season 4. Hopefully we're done with the flip-flopping then and now stuff. It's just now going forward, but it looks to be a total reboot without Madison. But you know, it's in the hands of the writers and the producers, and that's the fate that befalls so many of the characters in this genre. Basically, the message is no one's safe. And these kinds of deaths will ultimately propel the story of the other characters into other places. It's part of the genre, it's part of the storytelling device, and I just have to wrap my head around it and go into production. Dickens dubbed the shocker a bold move, saying they had the courage to do that and the vision to do that, but it certainly sends it into a spin. Besides the then and now storytelling idea, I just really don't like the idea of Season 3 not connecting with Season 4 really at all. Season 4 to me seems like a total reboot, which kind of annoys me because I've watched every episode of Fear the Walking Dead, starting with the first season all the way to now. And it's annoying to me as I feel like there's no payoff from watching it from the very beginning. There's no little Easter eggs or callbacks from the series. It's just new, change, reboot, new characters. Kim Dickens also said, we were all sort of licking our wounds. Lenny James and I were upset to not get to work together, and Garrett and I didn't get to work together, and he's of course my old dancing partner on Deadwood, and we wanted to play again as these main characters. Dickens said, so you carried with you into production, and I was playing some real moments there that had truth between Alicia and Frank and myself. Everybody knew, so it's there in your heart and in your performance. So that's crazy that Morgan did not have any screen time with Madison. The main character of Fear didn't connect with the big crossover character from The Walking Dead. That says a lot. That says a lot about the main character of Fear not having any role or any introduction or any connection with the big Walking Dead crossover. That's saying a lot. And Morgan was with every other character except Madison. He was with Nick and here with the rest of the group, with Charlie, with the Vultures. And it's just crazy to think that the main character of Madison had no connection with Morgan, and that's kind of sad. I would have liked to see them have some screen time together, but the way they decided to do this season, to me, is pretty backwards and kind of a flop. The then and now storyline all over the place, jumping around, this and that, and it's confusing to people. Whether you pick it up or not, great, but not everyone did. And it's the job of the writers and producers to have a simple story that people can understand. So when Kim was asked about what she would say to the viewership who have decided to stop watching as a result of Madison's death, Dickens said such heartbreaking losses come with the territory of the franchise. I'd say this is part of the journey with this genre. It's part of the storytelling and it's the risk you take, I guess, investing in it. Dickens said characters will meet their death untimely and it may not feel fair, but it does try to play truthfully our story. So I understand the heartbreak, trust me, but I just think it's part of it. So Madison and Nick are gone. You got Morgan, John, Althea, June, which is crazy that I like Naomi better, but June, Charlie, Alicia, Strand, and Luciana. Reboot. That's all I can say is that this is total reboot. There's no connection between season 3 and season 4 as of yet. Hopefully Daniel will come around, Walker will come around, so there's some connection. I hope so. But for Nick and Madison to be gone, I'm kind of sad that Nick's gone. Madison, I'm kind of glad. Madison to me wasn't the best leading character by any means. The lack of emotion was pretty sad and pretty annoying to watch in my opinion. Now, Madison was a mother. Kim Dickens kept saying, Madison was a mother. She would do anything for her kids, which I accept and like and appreciate and everything there. But the lack of emotion is pretty annoying. And if you watch The Talking Dead, you should watch it because it's pretty good information. It kind of answers a lot of questions. Kim Dickens said that if she was talking to her daughter on the radio, like Alicia was talking to Madison, that she would start crying. But Madison didn't want to cry. She wanted to be strong. And I think that's BS. I would want to see tears and I wouldn't want her to cry and to be upset that she's not going to be there with her kids anymore. So I would want to see emotion. I would want to see that. But Fear the Walking Dead does what Fear the Walking Dead does. So what do you think, guys? Is it true? Is Madison gone? I think so. Madison will not be on any more episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. No flashbacks, no nothing. Kim Dickens said she's done. She's got another project coming up. If you know the HBO series Deadwood, I think there's something to do with that. So definitely check out Talking Dead if you want to see more answers, or comicbook.com, the article. Let me know your thoughts. Is it true about Kim Dickens being done with Fear the Walking Dead? And anything else you want to talk about? Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and comment. Of course, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to become a member of our Walking Dead family. We have prizes and giveaways coming up for our subscribers. And with hard work, dedication, sacrifice, and belief, you can achieve your goals no matter what they are. Believe in yourself. If you can dream it, you can do it.